Hello, everybody. I am Ghost Danny because dinner malfunctions, and so I'm still eating, but I will be done before we're ready to start the game. Welcome. It is Sunday night. We're going to run another run of like Clockwork, and I'm excited for what's about to happen here. And before we get going, I would like to push off around the horn real quick and see what anyone's got going on, and yeah, announcements and stuff like we do. We will start with also invisible is Joey.
Thanks, Invisible Danny.
No problem,
Um,
invisible Joey.
no real announcements to be honest this week. Just kind of a long week and a relaxing Sunday, so that's always nice. Still doing stream stuff, trying to keep up with that, but not cool like Master of Rem where we stream at like particular times and people would know when to tune in and that kind of thing. We don't do that yet, so but I'm around. It's still a good time trying to keep up with it.
We did stream a lot yesterday, so that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was an accidental 10-hour stream. I don't know how that one happened, but we were being Vikings. That's what happens.
Well, speaking of all that, then Thomas, welcome back. You're still in the game. What's going
Apparently,
on?
they're dragging me along. Poor Flint, who's just traveling around, getting punched in the face for a living, is now being dragged somewhere so he can get shot in the face for a living, apparently. But now, personally, not much going on. Holding down the fort while Sarah is off and away. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Very good. Then we will move over to Elizabeth. Hello.
Hello. Um, I'm just so many streams and games. I have been here so much this week. uh, that's pretty much all that's going on with me. Is just lots of games, lots of streams. That's about it.
I hear the fatigue.
It's been a long week. I think I have gone straight. I think it's been a little over a week. I've had at least one game a day for a little over a week now.
Yeah, that's a good.
You know what, Ava? You know what, Ava? I mean, Elizabeth, that is your own fault.
It is, and it was a lot of fun, and I am glad that I did it.
Wow, call
No
out.
regrets.
Well, in that case, we will move up to John, who will tell us everything that's happening in the world. Let's go.
Hi. Hello. I would say I have no regrets, but that would be a lie because there are always just tiny regrets to be had. But there's a lot of joy here happening at Realm Alternus. Outside of Realm Alternus, obviously, I have my pop culture podcast, Everything is Game, the Straight Stuff. We're doing Musical Theater Month. And so we have an episode coming out this Tuesday, but I talked my co-host Magnus into having a specific episode on the Buffy the Vampire Slayer musical episode. And so that will be coming out at the end of March to hopefully coincide with the anniversary of Buffy because it's celebrated in March. And I'm looking forward immensely to having that conversation because they've never seen Buffy before. So it's really just throwing them in the deep end of the pool, I guess. So yes,
Except
musical
for
theater.
bunnies.
Yes, it's musical theater March, and I conned them into Buffy the Vampire Slayer somehow, which is really neat. In REM, I'm doing a bunch of really neat stuff, not conning anyone. On Fridays, I am Zordon in Becoming Mighty and Morphin, which is, we're on the last couple of episodes of season 1 here, which is really exciting. Very bittersweet as those episodes come out and people discover how I made players laugh and players cry and players hate me a little bit. My power only grows. We are hoping to have a cast party Q&A on Saturday the 25th, and I'll be taking questions before then and during the stream from the audience. Any of the Rangers that can come will be coming to that. Even if it's just me and potentially Isabeth doing it, we'll still have a cast party Q&A so you can ask your questions, even if they're just "how dare you." I don't mind that at all. And of course, every other Wednesday. So we had our first Wednesday for the live stream Power Rangers Power Rangers Centurion this past week on the 8th, and then on the 22nd we'll have the next episode because it's every other week. So weeks that aren't Shadowrun Denver, and then weeks that aren't off when Shadowrun Denver ends up in the Shadowcasters YouTube network. Those are going to be Power Rangers Centurion weeks. And also, there is going to be, if you haven't yet, Streamathon player signups are happening. If you want to be on my ghost hunting stream, if you want to be on, actually, Isabeth, your Blades in the Dark game is taking alternates now because it was the first one to fill up, from what I hear. So
Yes, that is
yeah.
correct.
And both
What if
Danny
no
and
one wants to play in my game?
so I think Danny and I like Rochambeau to be the first ones to get into your game. So both Danny and I are definitely going to be in that stream, and we're looking forward to it quite a bit. So if you want to do my ghost hunting stream, if you want to, you should come and listen into Isabeth's Blades in the Dark stream, because the prize for the Blades in the Dark stream is amazing. And Isabeth's is amazing. I heard great things about your Gen Con TV one shot for Blades in the Dark you did. So
It was a
you
lot of
can't
fun.
hide. You're going to get praise whether you want it or not. You can't hide from it. It's really cool. I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to a lot of games. Jen Polly and Teslin, both from Paranormal Albany, have games that they're GMing. Jester, who plays Eddie Thatch, is GMing something called Rivers of Nightmare, which I'm looking forward to because it's just a cool sounding game. Yeah. But if you're not in our Discord, that's where the player sign up sheet is. And so you will need to join our Discord. But you should come join our Discord anyways, because it's super cool. And we accept all puns, jokes, and memes as a form of social currency, especially when you tag Master of Remnant, because she loves puns, jokes, and or memes. God's going to get me for that. But you know what? It's worth it.
I'm just going to go find that Discord link so y'all can come choose good or evil on your own.
One last thing is, I was accepted into an MFA program, like I said last week. I'm going to be having a couple of personal, like, giveaway raffle contests things where I have a special GM game that I do and a special baked good giveaway to offset the cost of the moving to Chicago, even temporarily, and to offset the cost for the first year of school. So whether you want to win a brownie or whether you would like to specifically be in a special one-shot ghost hunting game, I'm going to have ways for you to kind of be a part of my MFA life, and it's going to be super cool.
John, if you want to, you're welcome to do that through the REM Twitch channel or whatever, if you want access to our audience or whatever, because we'd love to support you on that.
Yeah, I love that. Definitely. It was just something I was thinking about last week as I was panic looking at how much an MFA program costs. I was like, oh God, even with the FAFSA, I'm going to need to do some work, but it's really important. And I'm going to make some hella gay theater in Chicago. So if you want to support some hella gay theater, hella gay, not just gay, hella gay. Which they were very excited about in my interview. Also, anyone that does tabletop gaming, you should know that I did a 5-minute like master thesis presentation on why tabletop gaming is theater. So you're really part of a really amazing oral tradition, being even in the audience. So welcome and thank you for continuing the traditions.
Can we record that for YouTube? Have you do that and like release it on YouTube? Because I would be fascinated to see that.
Yeah, I'll totally do it. I will totally. We'll do it some other time because I'm really intrigued to see who I'm stabbing this week. But yeah, I'll totally do my master's thesis presentation. At least I wasn't the one to shoot the SunStar. Okay, at least that wasn't me. You can't blame that one on me. I have to stab in retribution.
Yeah. All right. So moving then from John to Alex. Hello, Alex. How's Chicago?
Hi. Yeah, Chicago's, I mean, well, gross. and I don't mean about the river turning green. I definitely mean the rain, sleet weather that we're having right now. But no, it's my Chicago is great, and I did a thing. I started rock climbing to complete my, transformation and level up in my rogueness. As a person, I am a rogue. So with my black belt in karate and now rock climbing skills, I'm already leveling up here. So I did free climb, so bouldering, because obviously if you're climbing up an evil tower, you can't get roped in. So free climbing's the way to go. So we'll see how many new bruises that I get through this process, but it's happening, and I did it successfully, semi-successfully. I fell a couple times, but like on the whole, I climbed for like an hour straight.
That
So
really
we'll
sounds like
see.
a good time.
It was cool.
I like it. I like it. And
The push-ups did help, Billy. They did, yeah.
Last but not least, Rem.
Srem, that's me. I love hearing how much cooler and how much Alex can kick my ass every week. Life goals is Alex. This was my first week. I don't know if I announced this last week. No, I didn't announce it last week. So, hi, audience. I'm the new fiction. Gosh, who am I? I am the new community and marketing director for Catalyst Game Labs. So that's cool. Yeah. So I'm currently this past week was working both REM and Catalyst. So that was a lot. But I also just hired a full-time marketing and audiobook manager for REM that will take over a lot of the stuff that I was doing, and really, I think, finally get more from marketing than what we've been able to commit with the time and resources that we've had, which I'm very excited about, and I'm sure John is very excited about. So yeah, that's been a week. So I guess the big push that we're doing right now is a week from this coming Thursday is the launch of the BattleTech Kickstarter for the Mercenaries campaign. And it's they're going to be doing the launch live at a con, and there's going to be 4 days of streaming. There's going to be events at the convention. Adepticon is in Schaumburg, Illinois, near Chicago. If you are close enough, you should go check it out. It's going to be massive. The audience base has grown by like 4 times since the last Kickstarter, which I think did like 2.4 million. So it's going to be a huge campaign, and it's pretty exciting. So I've been scheduling content to release about the Kickstarter, about who's involved, about the calendar of events and stuff like that. So some really cool stuff you should check out. And then the week after Adepticon, Catalyst will be at, or no, I don't know if Catalyst will be there. But there is going to be at C2E2 in Chicago, there's going to be a paint and take event that you can do for Battletech, where you get a mini, you get to paint it and take it with you and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool event there. And then the following week, April 4th, is, well, actually, still the same week as Adepticon. As of right now, we will be launching the Vector Tridents Kickstarter for Exit Vector, which is an aerial combat miniature game that you can play within Shadowrun or system agnostically. So that will be coming. And then April 4th will be the Well of the Worlds Kickstarter, which is a new fantasy setting for Prowlers and Paragons, which is the superhero RPG. But in this one, it's based off the setting is based off Isekai portal fantasy stories. So basically, like, you're in this world or a world, and you go through a portal and end up in a different world, and there's like so many things to explore and unlock. Also, when you enter this world, you realize you have powers you didn't have before. So it's going to be pretty neat. So yeah, it's a busy couple months, but I'm very excited about it. So, and I'll be at GaryCon, and so will Alex one day. So you should come see us at GaryCon. Not this coming weekend, but the one after. It's March 20 or March 23rd ish. So if you're going, come look for us and say hi.
And if you'd like to find out more about Will of the Worlds, we do have the Will of the World stream on Friday, and I believe that's one of the streams.
Yep.
we're in.
We
Being
just had
super
the
cool,
first
awesome.
one this past Friday, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, that was on Friday. It is not currently right now happening, even though our thing says it that we're doing Well of the World session 1 right now. But
Gosh, our
Yeah.
tech.
Sometimes
I think
things-
he's missing his wife. I think
Yeah.
that's the problem.
I know,
That's
right?
what happens when you're not there.
That's gotta be it. And so I would like to say that after my surgery, I'm coming along with my healing, okay. But I have learned that like there's like levels and bosses. So like the first level and boss was like just general pain, and then suddenly there was like weird like muscle spasm stuff that's still happening. And then a few days ago, there was like my skin is on fire. And these are all normal things that I wasn't told about that happen with surgeries. So that's great, but I am super happy to be here because otherwise I would just be crying about the fire on my belly. So thank you for joining us. And I am stoked.
They usually talk about the fire in your belly, not the fire on your belly.
Yeah. I was like thinking about like my belly talking to me like, I'm hot. Okay, I would lay down with no blanket on, and then it'd be like, I'm cold, and then I'm like pull up a blanket, and then my belly's like, no, not fire. It's it's really weird, and it kind of comes and goes. So it's a nerve thing, apparently. Apparently, when they cut you, they're gonna cut nerves, and it's just a thing, just a thing. And so with all of that, like I said, I'm super stoked to be here because I am just kind of stuck around my house. So doing stuff is exciting, and I'm excited, and we're gonna get into this next session because it's about that time. All right, invisibility has expired. I'm wearing this because it doesn't have a waistband. All right, so when we last left off, we were upstairs in the office of the SunStar or CEO of the Heavenly Sequence Engines company, where the CEO was apologizing for um, his role, let's say, in the train attack that happened on the way north. And after some discussion, the group decided that they would go ahead and accept this apology and work the issues out, work out the particulars maybe later. Um, and with all that said and done, the Sunstar happily asked for them to join in watching the next fight of the day from their observatory, which they did. And as expected, Vivian Tarhal, the favored to win the entire tournament, did indeed handily defeat the man Duchesne, who is from Edavund, that was just super mad at Peruynia for reasons, stoic reasons. But before we could really let that all sink in that when it happened, there was the loud crack, the report of a rifle, as it appears that someone has attempted to maybe assassinate the SunStar. And so we pick up with our group, standing in front of this splintering glass, looking it down into the garden. And I'm going to share this. So you are not on map. You are currently like the observatory window kind of overlooks this this water fountain / waterfall at the top. And this map was created by Oak and Resin, who has a Patreon. There are many beautiful maps on their Patreon. If you want to give them a shot, they do a buy the map sort of payment system. And yeah, check them out, Oak and Resin. Yeah, and so this is where the fountain is. So you're over that, kind of looking down over the garden. The fighting, such as it were, was sort of taking place just in this vicinity here. If you can see that. Maybe you can't because...
I can see the black diamond.
I know
Yep.
I can.
Yep, you can see it. All right, so so that's where the match was kind of taking place. Of course, people are scattering. They are running this way. They are running. Oops, that's a square. They just be dancing around in it. And they are running this way. Not many people are running towards the building because not many of those people have access to get inside. What do you want to do?
So I think that I'm looking for the trajectory. I notice that Shaelune's Minya has flown off, but I like know that it's likely to be below. So I think that I'm going to go ahead and run out because, well, frankly, there is things afoot and danger is happening. And what is a fighter except to go find the fight? So that's where she's going to go. Hopefully
So-
somebody directs her better than me just running, but that's what I'm doing.
So your intent is to like run and dash down the stairs and kind of run out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're upstairs right now, so it's
Yeah,
not
I
the
know.
way.
Yep, that makes absolute sense to me. Options are like things like smashing through and jumping out the window, but it is 4 floors up.
I did think about that, to be fair.
That would be weird, no doubt. All right, so
How mature you're being, not just jumping out of the window into the fray. Look at the
Well,
maturity.
it like seems like it would be expensive to break all this glass, so
I mean, they're probably got to replace it anyway. But
well,
that said,
I
anybody
wish
else?
I wish I had prepared Featherfall.
Mm.
Usually I do, and I didn't today.
True. So we've still got Drew, Panabon, and Flint, and also Rogelio.
Flint is gonna cast a Long Strider on himself and start running after Peruynia.
That is a good
Yeah.
call.
Cinnabon is going to look at Shaelune and go, SunStar or Shooter?
I'll respond. Shooter.
Right? The whole window is plate glass, right?
Yeah, and it's all cracked and splintered. It doesn't look like it would take much to like shatter out of it.
Okay, well, I have a rope. It's already shattering, so like.
So you're going to tie the rope, fix the rope to something, smash it down, and go through.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's what ropes are for.
And Drew, what are you doing?
Can I? You said that they were carrying the SunStar away. Can I get close enough to try to heal him? Like, would they let me get close enough to touch him to cast Cure Wounds on him?
Okay, so Let me get back to that. Sarah, you have thrown Minya kind of out like in a way that Minya materialized on the other side of the glass. And from the fourth floor, this is like pretty opportune. Are you going into Minya's eyes?
Not yet. Unless would I see Drew starting to heal the guy?
Oh no! Did we lose Danny again?
Probably.
It's dramatic emphasis is what it is.
Yeah, damn it.
All right. He'll be joining in just a minute. Yep, Fantasy Grounds is gone. So he'll be joining just a minute from. He was
Wait,
hoping that he fixed the problem.
We can strategize. This is great. Sarah, if you can
Yeah.
use Amelia's eyes, then you could message to me and Flint of where to go because we're just running and like totally blind from where we are.
Totally. I just want to make sure that like no one's still around shooting at this guy and that he's
yeah,
not going to die.
That's fair.
That's why I want to
Before we-
see if she's healing him, I'm not going to worry about him. And I'll come to you guys, but
We at least want to know what the creepy tiara does before somebody puts it on.
Oh yeah, that's
We
Yeah,
still
that's
have
not
the
going to.
creepy tiara in our possession.
It would be just
so-
like them to manufacture a crisis to get us to put the thing on without testing it. So whatever we do not want to put that thing on.
So you're
Do
saying my
not
first action shouldn't be put tiara on?
Do not put.
Oh hell yeah! Don't put the tiara on.
Well, I have to reassess my turn.
I do.
I went a very
love
long
you. You
time.
are my child.
I went a very long time with a glove in my bag that I didn't wear until it was like, well, we're gonna die if I don't put this on.
Yeah.
So I think we have the willpower.
What's your first reaction getting shot at? Put on the closest tiara.
I mean,
Hey, if
that's
you're
my
gonna go out,
reaction
go
to
out
my
pretty.
modern life.
I still say Drew was gonna look amazing in that tiara.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
That's probably true. Okay. So, like I said, I'm not going to mess around with this anymore. If the computer's going to do that, I'm just going to jump onto my phone for Discord.
Smart.
Bibbidi bop. All right. So yeah, I had asked if you were actually going to get into Minya's eyes.
My follow-up question was, do I see Drew going toward the SunStar to help heal?
I think that you're vaguely aware of people kind of moving in all directions. I don't know if you're necessarily paying attention to anyone in particular, because I think you're focused more on Minya in front of you. But you could turn around and look. So I'll leave that to you. It's your decision.
I can't remember, Drew. Have I ever seen you heal?
Yeah, I healed Shaelune on the train.
Okay, cool. All right, so then what I'll do is I'm just gonna shout, Drew, heal the SunStar, which you're already doing anyway, so you can feel free to roll your eyes at me, and then I'll put my I'm gonna go into Minya's eyes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I already rolling my eyes at you.
Great. All right, so what you see as you go into Minya's eyes, it takes you a second to kind of orient, but there's definitely a lot of people that are moving around and running away. However, you do notice that, well, and as soon as you get on the map, I'll point it out.
It's acquiring file list again.
Yeah, it takes a little bit to run things. This is another reason why I think Foundry is going to be better, because Foundry runs browser for you guys, and so I think that'll be better eventually when I figure it out.
Just for my sense of story, did Callus like drag Sonato away? I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're moving swiftly, mostly to the side. They're not leaving. They're not running away. Like a lot of people are like panic running, even up here on this fourth level. The people who seem to have some sense of order to their actions are you lot, Callus, especially with the Gatsa, and the security of the SunStar and what have you. So okay,
So I'm on the map, and yeah, and also just for whatever my movement is, I kind of want to crouch down behind something so I don't get shot. That would be good to do.
Yeah, right now Minya is in the air, flying overhead, and you are, and you kind of move over to the side, I suppose, hoping that you make it to like off the side of the window. And you can see that in this area here, there appears to be some movement that's furtive. They're taking advantage of the brush, the trees and stuff, to mostly be out of sight. But you get a sense that that's where everything is. Peruynia, Flint running down the stairs, and Rogelio. What is Rogelio doing?
Seeing Hannibon rush towards the window that just got shot at, as well as I think the SunStar and the important people are still in the room, correct?
Yeah, they're being like moved right now currently.
Yeah, could I cast a fog cloud outside the window so wherever the shooter is can't see into the room? I don't know how big a window it is, but
Absolutely, you can do that.
yeah, so I want to do that so that Panavon can maybe get out of there safe without getting shot, and we can also move the important people to wherever without the shooter knowing which direction they're going.
I get a smoke exit. It's
You
not
do
even my
get to jump out of a
birthday.
smoke cloud.
Not even my birthday.
Okay, so what does this look like when you do this as Rogelio?
So it's very similar to when we were testing stuff in the warehouse. So the core in Rogelio's chest starts to slightly glow. So if anyone's close to him, you can see it happening underneath of his clothes a little bit. But you kind of see the precipitation in the air just start to solidify slowly from outside of where the glass is, covering the window. I'm not sure how big the window is, but if I can cover the front of the window so that it kind of forms all there and outside, so the fog cloud isn't inside the room. You just see it slowly start to like kind of droplets start to piece together outside the window as a full fog cloud appears.
Yeah, so you basically throw fog. It's basically, and it joins a lot of the mist coming up from the waterfall too. So yeah, this all here is fog, and yeah, it's maybe right at the edges. Maybe if they're paying attention, they could see if someone was there, but for the most part, you have covered the entirety of the window. And as that happens, everyone else loses sight of anything that's happening outside, except, of course, for Minya, who is. Let's place Minya real quick. Probably about right here at the moment.
Okay.
And gliding down, probably making for like one of these trees or bushes on the side or right in the middle. But
Okay. Is it her turn or my turn?
no, so now
Our
we're going
turn?
to go to Elizabeth with Drew's request. So Drew kind of moves up. One of the guards with the masks kind of just bodily puts himself between you. The implication is clear that he is not wanting you to approach.
Drew just kind of looks at the mask and says, I can help. I can heal him. I can help save him if you let me.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
First roll of the night.
Boom, boom, boom,
Ooh.
boom.
Nice.
Not bad.
Hey.
The guard still stands there, but then you hear in barked out in another language that you don't understand. But it is the SunStar giving apparently a command. The guard
you see it. You see the guard nod and just like step so that you are able to access the SunStar as they basically bundle him away into his office, and you follow. Um,
Okay.
Once you arrive there, um, one of the assistants just kind of pushes everything off the desk, and they lay the SunStar on the desk. Um, he looks in your direction. Uh, if you say you have healing powers, then I offer my gratitude. Please.
How bad does he look?
It's not bad. He's shot in the shoulder. There's a lot of blood, but like it's the kind of thing where if you just bound him up with bandages, like if a doc got a hold of him and just took out the bullet and bound him up with bandages, he'd live and he'd have a scar and not be any the worse for it. However, healing it might be able to provide a level of like get him back into action, like so that he can move more quickly downstairs or wherever he needs to maybe go.
Okay. I will walk up and put my hand on his shoulder. And Drew will kind of hum a relaxing tune, and her hands kind of glow blue for a second as she starts to heal him. Do I need to click on somebody, or does he have like a token or something for me to be able to do it, or do I just roll the heal?
No, in this case, what you're going to do is you're just going to expend the spell at the level you're casting it.
Okay. I think I'm going to cast it at level 2 just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
Oh, well, that sucked.
Yeah.
He gets 7 healing.
As he lays there and you kind of place your hands on him, outside Shaelune, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast message to Peruynia, to tell her to check that little brushy courtyard. Um, someone's moving around in the brushy courtyard. I'm having Minya check it out. Head that way.
Do I get the message, Danny?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Then that is where I'm going. And since Flint is, frankly, might be in front of me, I will motion to him without saying anything to that area as we, and I might even recommend that we go like this and go each around so we can surround if possible.
Okay.
He nods and follow alongs with the plan. Going super
All
fast.
right.
Yeah, Flint is
John.
going probably a lot faster than I am.
Just a little bit faster, but still faster. His armor is making weird mechanical sounds as he runs like a robot.
Oh, great. So much for stealth. Not
All
that
right, John.
Peruvia is
So
particularly quiet.
you secure the rope, and what do you just like kick out the window or try to kick out the rest of the window?
I'm muted. Okay. I'm not trying to like kick out the rest of the glass. I'm not doing this like bad boy style or anything, but like there's a hole, there needs to be a bigger hole, and I need to go through the glass. So yeah.
I suddenly have like a vision of one of those like comedy movies where like you charge the glass and you just bounce off of it. Like, and it doesn't work out like it doesn't.
I have a magical dagger, so I'm hoping if need be that won't happen.
All right. So yeah, if you're like leading with the dagger, you leap out, and we will place everybody on this map. Let's get some initiative rolls at this point.
I'm also going to, once I'm like behind one of the benches or something, call on Pakran and split the veil. There's 2 of me.
Okay.
There is initiative. There you are.
All right. So Shaelune,
There we go.
I'm placing you in this maze, Shaelune. That doesn't mean you're in the maze, but I'm placing Drew in the maze. And I'm placing Rogelio in the maze. We have Peruynia coming out the door here. And so are you sending Flint to the other door, or are you sending Flint like to run across this courtyard?
So I indicated the bushy area that Shaelune told me to, and then I was indicating that we would meet around the other side of that. So I don't care what direction Flint takes to go there, and I'll just probably take the other.
The map
Okay.
became completely black for me and
Yep.
the streams by extension, so I don't know what's going on there.
We're going to fix that in just a second.
All right, thank you.
I can see mine. It must be just that one.
All
Yeah,
I
it's
can see
because
is Peruynia's token.
It's because I just turned on field of view.
Oh, the vision. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So everyone's actual field of view is set properly. Oh, this is why. Let's do. Actually, I think we're good there. So now you should be able to see things, Flint. And
Yep, much better.
in case the and the tech PC. Just case. All right, so this is where we are starting as we begin initiative. So roll initiative also for Flint.
On the stream, I did that. I believe. Yeah, it's there.
I think you did it before I put you in the combat tracker. Would you roll?
Oh,
13.
13.
13. Yeah, I rolled Niven plus
13.
13.
Easy peasy. Put you at 13. Minya
faster than me.
goes when Shaelune goes. And Flint, I'm actually going to bump you to 14 because in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. And I think you go a little bit faster than Shaelune. All right. And that guy. Okay.
The map is still black for me with just Peruynia's
Because I
token,
have
so-
not placed your token yet.
Okay. No worries.
And thank you.
And
That's everybody.
everyone
That's
get-
everybody. All right, here
everyone
comes your
get better
token
mission than
right
me.
now. Panabon. And you have a bit of a pocket. Okay. So this is where we are starting initiative. Basically, and the time it took you guys to get downstairs, Flint a little bit ahead, is about how long it took Panabon to rope down this direction. Minya is probably about here at this point, gliding down and making a decision about either of these trees here.
As I'm able to telepathically kind of nudge, I nudge to the one to Minya's right.
So the one further out to the edge of the map.
No, the one
Nope,
Minya's
that's
right would
backwards.
be.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. So Minya is descending towards this tree here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to place your token next to Minya's for now until you decide to move around. If that makes sense. All right. So that puts Drew first. What are you doing, Drew?
So I healed the SunStar, and it just
Uh-huh.
does he look better? now,
He does
I'm
look
guessing.
better. He's right. He's kind of sitting up a little bit,
Okay.
and he looks at you. My gratitude. Uh, Please be safe. I'm sure security will handle the situation. That's all he really says.
All right. And they went into a room, right? Like a back room, is that correct? Or like an
They
office?
went into his office.
Okay.
Into his office.
Okay. Are there a lot of windows in his office, or is it
No,
just
there is not a outside window
okay?
from this office.
Okay. Then Drew is gonna of course I'm happy to help. Stay in here and lock the door, barricade the door. We'll make sure nobody gets in to hurt you. And then I'm gonna exit out, but I'm gonna stay up there for now. And that's what I want to do.
Okay, so you are moved one step closer to the stair. You're on the platform. Got it.
Okay.
Flint.
No, I indicated that we would be taking different directions, but since you're moving first, it's up to you.
Stream, so it's not boring for our audience. Um, I'm gonna move forward there and then dash. Oops, that didn't go as I planned. All right, 40 feet, and then from there another 40 feet towards where Minia is, basically. Not sure I can do that with the control of.
So that's the distance you're going. 80 feet total.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, Longstrider adds 10 feet of movement for an hour.
Okay, so you make the move over there. No bonus actions right now.
Nothing
Shaelune.
that I can think of.
So we're still gliding down.
Yeah,
Still have
Minya's
not
gonna finish. Minya's gonna reach the top of that
spotted.
tree this turn.
Okay. So I think what we're gonna do. Pause, please. Yeah. When I start my turn, am I within 30 feet of Flint?
When you start your turn, you are not within 30 feet of Flint.
Poopy butt. All right, that's fine.
60 feet plus the hypotenuse of the left triadral quadratic equation.
I think she's talking about Minia, but maybe not.
Minya,
I'm talking about Minya.
Minya is within 30 feet.
Oh boy. All right, let's cast haste on Flint.
Hey, I need haste. He's already got extra speed. Damn. I'm already still completing with Flint,
I'll
and
get
this
to
is
you.
like real life.
Okay. And just a reminder that haste requires no touch. It is a spell within distance.
Within 30 feet, yes. That's why I asked. And Minya, from overhead and ahead of you, as you see Minya kind of fling down, she opens her mouth, and you hear a sound that sounds like a mixture between Minya's and Shay's voice that says, faster.
All
Yeah,
right.
much faster.
So Shaelune is going to cast haste. Go ahead and let's see. What are the components? All right, very good. So click on the effect, and that is going to place it on him, and then we will know that he has haste on. And if you get hit, there will be a concentration check and everything. It'll know everything.
Sorry, I have so many spells to scroll through.
Oh no, so many spells to scroll through. My stars.
It's
All
a hard
right.
life.
It is done. That spell is cast. Okay. Very good. Mark that off your slots, and we will continue. That's your action, and you're still in Minya for the time being.
Yep.
Okay. Minya is going to land on the treetop and quickly move onto this wall right here. And that is going to basically put you here to kind of see what's going on. Rogelio.
So is Shaylune's body still just kind of chilling in the room, or like
Yes.
who is still in the room? Is it just Shaelune, or is it like other people? Or is it
Shaelune.
guarded?
Shaelune, Nagatsa, Callus, who is they're kind of huddled over on one side talking. Drew is at the door of the SunStar's office, just kind of stepped out.
Gotcha. Okay. If I try to like communicate with Shaelune, is she still able to do that, or is it like not at the moment?
From what you recall, she cannot hear or see anything around herself. She can feel things, so if you touch her, she'll feel that.
Gotcha. Then I'm gonna look to Nagatsu and ask him like, are you able to protect Shaelune while she's like this? Because if so, I'll go to help the others.
Um, uh, yes, Callus. Callus nods. We'll take care of her.
Okay, thank you. And I will exit down and run down with following the rest of the group, knowing that they're okay.
All right, I'll put you about there to represent you running down. Panabon?
Hi. I was really hoping I'd be much closer than rappelling out the wall gave me, but I'll take what I get. What is my movements? I really should have looked before this. So my speed is 25, which is probably not going to get me very far, but it's a start. Everybody starts somewhere. 25 will actually get me right there. I do that.
And you can actually use your bonus action to go another 25 and your dash to go another 25.
So I can do, I can be at 75?
Yeah, so despite being somewhat slower under most circumstances than everyone else, you honestly could beat most of them in a foot race.
Nice. So I'm going to use 60 of that to put me right there, not like right on Flint's heels, but like right there.
Okay. So that's 60. That leaves you with 15 movement and nothing else you can do.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that movement. I just want to get caught up. And I can't move Bakrin. So somebody else would have to. I don't think we can be 60 feet apart.
You're like, somebody else will have to move Bakrin. I believe if you click on the Tech PC character, that's what will change the vision for you between
Okay.
Tech PC and yeah, there you go. And this way you can see this is what
I can have both
what
at the same time,
Shaelune
so
can
that's
see.
great.
Yeah.
All right.
So I can't move Patabon's veil, but let's just pretend that that's there.
All right. So this man right here is yelling at the others. He's just like, I thought you had this coordinated. Did you even take any of them down? One of the guys looks back and like, sorry, I don't know. And then the main guy's like, where the fuck did that fog come from? One of the other fellas says, I think we gotta get out of here. And
Accurate statement for them.
for them. And I'm gonna make if this perception roll is a 10 or better, they spot Minya. It is not a 10 or better.
Hooray!
Yes. Because Minya's not hiding, but Minya is only little. And they've got other stuff to think about.
And if you'd like your own Minia artwork, there's some available in our Etsy store, etsy.com/RemAlternus, for all of your Minia needs.
All right.
I love my Minya.
So, to be clear, what you see through Minya's eyes is several of these individuals are riflemen, with the leader.
Disrespectful.
His rifle is shouldered. You can, as Shaelune, give me a perception. No, actually, it's going to be through Minya's eyes. So, roll me a d20, and we're going to add 3 to that. Okay, yep. No additional information.
I would like to use one of my benefits, if possible.
There you go.
Okay, so you have the following benefits available. You have 4 nat 20s you can roll.
Wow. Let's do that.
All right. This is a nat 20 courtesy of Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Just
And if
Rob
anybody
is
else would like to give us
amazing.
any benefits, now's a great time to do that, so we can take out these raiders with style.
Yep,
Indeed.
you can follow or subscribe or donate bits to help the player of your choice. I'll put the info in.
All right.
There's also
you-
channel points options for those who don't have the money to support us.
Yes. You recognize this individual actually. The leader here. Like recently, it's hard to place him, but you recognize the face just a little bit and the voice from like recent events somehow. Okay. Peruynia.
Yeah, so very far from the action, and I'm not very fast, so annoying. If only if I were faster, this would be so much more convenient. But that being said, I will take my full 30 feet of movement, and I'm going to the other side than what Flint chose. So straight ahead really is where I'm going.
All right, so
You should get like a bonus for like not wearing your full armor, because you were in the middle of a battle. So
I grabbed all my stuff, so now I'm
Okay.
I'm back in full
So
fight.
presuming you're dashing as well, that gets
Yes,
you there.
please. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Drew, it looks like Rogelio is taking the stairs down. You see Shaelune kind of standing just a little off center. There's a fog in front of the window. Yeah.
Callus, my girl.
So Drew's plan is to let the actual fighters of the group, like Panabon and Peruynia, fight, and she wants to stay up and defend Shaelune and the SunStar. So she is going to kind of want to position herself so that she is the first. If anybody comes up, she wants to be the first one that they see.
Did you hear that disrespect,
Okay.
Flint?
I'm sorry, and I don't know Flint very well. I just met him. I don't know.
He was fighting in a pit right the first time you met him.
Right, but I mean, I don't personally know. I trust that Peruynia and Panabon will take care of things. I don't know this Flint person.
That's fair.
I like that you have that trust in me. That's nice. Thank you for that.
Very good. Okay. All right. So with that, Flint.
All right, and I go super fast now. This little like grass area straight to the south of me, like it seems to be a little higher. Is there any way I can clear that by like, I don't know, jumping over it or climbing over it?
Yeah, absolutely. You could do those things.
Is it going to be
So-
worth the investment though? Is maybe more my question. Like, is it going to take me an action, cost me a little bit of movement, or?
It's about 10 feet up in total. And it looks like it's like a raised flower bed, right? So
Okay.
it's not like you got to run into bushes and then climb the full wall. It's like you could jump onto that ledge on the other side of the benches and then pop up the other 5 feet. So I'm going to say for the 2 squares that are that you're actually traversing that, it's it's difficult terrain.
Okay. So
So
right
basically,
now
going that way will add 10 to your movement.
that's fine. I think. Right now I have 80 feet of base movement because of aced and my other spells. So
Yeah, you do.
Damn it, Shaelune.
And you can use an action to dash without using up your attacks.
yes, that is true. So let me go down there.
All right,
So
so
we can add.
so it's going to take you 50 to get 45 to get up here, and then from there you're going to run to here. So 45. So that's that total is going to be 75, and then you can get another. I believe
My goal is to get to the opening on the right side. So let me know how
so
I
this
can.
is where you get. That's where you get on just your movement,
Okay.
not including any dots, dits, or das.
All right. I will take the dash action as my aced action then.
Okay.
So is there a door there?
There is not. That is pretty much an open gate. So 45 feet takes you here.
Yep. Do I see the shady people around me?
WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get.
What I see is what I get. These guys look shady as hell. They're armed, right?
They are all armed.
Okay, so I will use the last of my movement, try and go right next to that guy right over there and grapple him to stop him from running away.
Okay.
So I will not make a physical punching attack this turn, but I'm gonna try just straight up like run over a superhuman speed and grab him by the collar.
All right,
Maybe
give
shoot-
us that attack roll.
I think grapple is just straight oppose athletics.
Is it? I thought it was. I thought it was initiated with an attack.
Oh, it's possible. I can do that. That's fine. I'm punch him.
Nope, I am wrong. You initiate it by making an athletics check.
Unless you tell me that I've recovered my action dice, my not action dice, maneuver dice from fighting Peruynia, which I believe I shouldn't get back. Because he used those during the combat. No spells.
did.
No.
Yeah, no.
That's not magic, that's tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not quite long enough.
There you go. All right, so just straight up the athletics with he's gonna use his armor though, magic armor. Give him a +3.
Of course he is.
Oh wow, that sucked. That's a 14. I don't believe I have any benefits. Oh, still get him.
This is where I'm going to use my benefits.
No,
this is like...
that's not. I'm not one of the regular players. That's not fair. No, it's fine.
I'm going to use this copper benefit from I Sneeze Stars that was granted to me once upon a time. I think it'd be much for me to use one of my nat 20s, but I mean, honestly, this is when I should use the nat 20s, when it's just weird random skill checks, so I don't end up murdering you with beholders later on. But right now, I'm just going to re-roll that die. Okay, so you
I'm
have
sorry.
him.
What was that about
grappled.
beholders?
Yeah, right.
What? I don't know. John said he wanted to fight beholders.
No,
so...
you said beholders, and I was like, wait, are there beholders in this universe? And you were like, I don't know. Things are undiscovered. La da da.
You seemed really excited about it, so I don't know.
I feel like terrified and excited are both the same emotional quantification point for me. So,
all right, so you have this guy grappled.
Yeah. So he's gonna just go say pretty out loud, "I got one," and hold him in place and give him a nasty look.
What? Why are you grabbing them? There are several. That's bad tactics.
None of you can't even really hear him or see anything that's going on. Like you just hear blah blah from like 100 feet away.
I'm
Walls
coming.
between and everything. All right.
inch by inch I step.
Like with haste, I don't even know if like Flint really realized that he like just left everyone behind. Like Panabon's like, oh, I'm catching up to Flint, and Flint suddenly just like.
No, the real problem is if someone like was aiming for me, I was counting on Flint to be there in front of me, and now I'm just hanging out in the middle of the courtyard in front of God and everybody.
And that's okay. They're gonna aim for him now. He's right there in their face.
Yep, your plan kind of worked. Shaelune, what are you doing right now?
All right, so Minya's on a tree.
Right now, she's on the wall. This wall thing right here. So around this table, this is actually like a wall that kind of blocks sight down. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to head for the tree just below to try to get a better view of this whole area. Oh, I can see more now. And then I'm going to use my action for message again to Peruynia and relay what I see. So I'll say 3 to the left, Flint has grappled 1, 2 to the right, that I can see. They have guns. And then I'm also going to use my free action to say that out loud, because I assume that probably either Drusilla, Nugatsa, the SunStar people, Rogelio, someone on my side is still in the room and could know what's going on and potentially communicate more to people that can help. But
okay, as you're saying that, you feel like gently someone is kind of taking you by your shoulders and kind of like maneuvering you to walk in a direction.
Um, could I make a scent-based perception check to figure out who it is?
My goodness. Yes, go for it. Make that scent-based perception check. Absolutely not.
A stuffy
smells like-
nose.
It smells like machines and the overwhelming scent of like all the like high up muckety mucks that were in here with all their stupid perfumes and shit. Yeah.
I just wanted to try. I'm happy with that result.
But yeah, they seem to be like gently just kind of leading you in a direction. Rogelio, continuing down.
Yeah, I'm just zooming. The
Just
fastest
zooming.
Rogelio's moved since turn on date. One hand on hat,
Alright.
one hand on cane.
One hand on hat.
Don't want it to fall
Robo
off.
Druid.
Yeah.
Robo Druid holding his top hat down. That's a good time. Check something really
What
quick.
was that E4 roll for?
I just randomly which stairwell did Rogelio run down.
Okay.
So, all right. So that brings you there. You can kind of see what you can see from that point, which takes us to Panabon.
Hello. Let's do some dashing. I'm pretty sure going right here will put me under this tree, right? Unless it's... I can't tell what's going on, but I feel like I'll be underneath the tree.
If you go underneath the tree,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're
Like
trying
it's
to
not...
run.
Yeah. So like I'll be beneath the tree.
So here's your movement.
Yes.
And then if you want to dash, you could get underneath the tree. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I love that.
And you're also behind the wall still.
But I'm
So there's, like,
getting a little closer every day.
a little closer every day. All right, the guy that you grabbed is going to try to shove you off with his athletics check. So you have to make an athletics to maintain. All right. So you've got him because your armor is just holding tight. He's squirming and he's like, "Get this lunk off of me." And we'll have this guy aim at you. I'm going to give you a cover advantage because you are in grapple with this guy.
Unmute too. I also have +2 AC from Ace. I don't know if that has been.
Yep, it took that into effect. It says def effects +2.
Oh yeah.
So that hits. So that rifle actually like hits you in the back for a total of 9 damage.
Ow.
Yeah. Rifles. Sometimes they do like that. Yeah, as this next guy, he swings around and is running towards you, but that's all he can do. This guy is gonna look up here, right there. And this fella, he is going to try to like hack you off with his short sword. but is unable to, like, he hits the back of your armor plating. No problem. And finally, this guy, he's gonna grab you from behind. So roll athletics with disadvantage.
Oh. How do I trigger the disadvantage? Oh, right down there. There you go.
Yep. All right. So he's got a hold of you, which is gonna give you disadvantage on your athletics rolls for now until you're not dealing with two guys in this grapple.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the rule, but that's what I'm doing right now.
That's totally fair.
Peruynia.
I am running still. My aim is for this doorway on the left. So 30 feet plus dash.
All right. We are back to Drew.
Okay. The fog is still there, correct? So I can't see out.
Right. It's
Okay.
yeah. It's out. You can see out.
Okay.
You've also seen Callus taking Shaelune and like
Okay.
moving her the rest of the way out of the way of the window.
Okay. Would I have heard the gunshot from where I am?
Probably. That's pretty loud.
Okay. I really hate to leave Shaelune up there, but somebody else might need my help. Is there somewhere I can move?
There's a rope. You see a rope that is tied to like a table leg that is dangling out of this like small Panabon-sized hole in the glass that was kicked out.
I'm just trying to picture Drew with her loot on her back, trying to scoot down a rope.
Well, the other option is to like fall off the rope, and you don't want to do that.
I don't want to fall. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the glass, and I'm gonna stay there for right now because I don't know if I actually want to leave Shaelune and the SunStar up here by themselves.
Sounds
Even
good to me. Flint, what would you like to do?
Myself from the stream. All right. Well, first thing first, the guy I'm holding is taking 1d4 damage from the squeeze from my what's it called? Fighting style. The unarmed fighting style gives you a d4 damage when you're grappling someone.
Wonderful.
You want me to just roll a d4?
Just go ahead and roll that d4.
So 3 damage. And there's a lot of people around Flint, and there should be less people, so let's start punching people, starting with the guy that he's holding on to, so he's just gonna punch him straight in the face.
All right.
This guy it's Gerard that I'm grappling with, right?
Yes, that's who you're grappling currently.
All right, Gerard. On ta face. Oh yes.
Oh, is that who you're punching? The guy you have?
Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
We'll start with him and take him down,
Yeah,
and then we can move on to the others. So yeah, the 25, does that hit?
That absolutely hits. It's as it is telling us.
There's something a little wrong with my unarmed strike right now. +1 bonus that I should have to hit and damage. It's only applied on the D6 one, not the D8.
Okay.
You want to just bump that up by 1 before
Is
I
that due? Is that due to one of your
Yeah, it says artificer infusion,
Got it.
which gives him
It's in-
magic gauntlets and boots.
Got it. It's infused. All right. Sounds
Is
good
it?
to me.
Still,
Let me
okay,
add that
there it
now and there. So go ahead and roll the
is. All right, Joel.
damage. All right.
All right. I using the ace action. I'm gonna hit him again.
Absolutely.
Do I have any benefits in the thing? I don't think I do.
I don't think so. Does someone in the chat wanna give him a benefit?
That's okay. I'm gonna action surge and hit him again. There you go. That'll do.
That you can do. You do actually have a benefit
Oh,
in the it's from Tom.
right,
Once
thanks,
upon a
Tom.
time.
All right. Is it a reroll? If so, that's what I'll
It
do.
is a reroll. It is a reroll.
That's much better. So we're still gonna action surge and smash him again. There you go. Much better.
Success.
Ooh, nice.
There you go. He is not about that life. As you have this guy in your clutches and are like Zangiefing him Street Fighter style, Shaelune.
All right, I'd like Minya to the next tree down.
All right, so for that, she actually has to jump. So she does.
That's a nice view. Okay. I still don't see the others yet. So um I'll do my message and say to Peruynia again. Flint now has 4 on him. To the left side, there's a 5th one. Was that guy down at my like 4 o'clock? Was he moving toward Flint?
Um, Raider 11, if you hover over him,
Yeah.
he has his rifle pointed at Flint.
There's another one with a rifle pointed at him, and then there's one to the right near the entryway. When you come in the door, there's one right there. But Flint's gonna need help.
I'm trying.
And once again, I say that out loud for anyone in the room that's listening.
Okay.
Nah, I'm fine.
Rahelio.
I'm just booking it, and as whatever point I get outside, I want to see if I can find Peruynia, or like I know which direction Peruynia ran.
Peruynia is in that direction right there.
Okay, well I want to try to catch up to Peruynia.
Okay.
So I zoot.
You run and you dash. Do you have, let's see, you do not. All right. I just wanted to check a few things, but Panabon.
It again. Hi. So, question. What is the gate like? Is it ornamental with like wide bars that a gnome could slip through, or is it like
No gates. Walls, or open spaces.
always walls? Okay, fine. Well, shoot. I was really hoping it was an ornamental gate that I could just see through. So does dash include climbing at all by any chance?
It's movement, so all of your movement will be included in that. So depending on like how well you move and how quickly you're able to move and how nimble you are to climb, etc. So
Great. Well, I am theoretically good at climbing, so I can do my movement to get to the wall, and then I would like to climb, so I'm over the wall with my dash.
Would you like to get over the wall or on top of the wall?
I don't know what's on the other side of the wall, but I know Flint is in that direction. So I don't think being on top of the wall is an advantage as much as it's like now the wall is no longer a hurdle.
Okay, so you got about 10 more feet of movement.
Oh, okay. I can see how far are they from me. Well, I've done the dashing, so I guess I can't actually fire at anyone, can I?
Yeah.
Okay, but I can get closer with 10 feet. So actually, I can get closer with 10 feet, so I could get over here. I'm gonna go over there.
All right.
Hide behind the chair. That's what I'm gonna do.
Good stuff. This guy is trying to get out of your hold, and he is going to do so by making an athletics check.
And I'm gonna tell him no.
All right. Golly, that's a piss poor roll for him. Roll again. What's your bonus? 9? Never mind. Don't worry about it. You can't fail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'm totally not going to tease Peruynia later about me getting to the fight quicker either.
You're faster
right.
than me.
This guy says, "Get out of the way!" He yells at everybody, and it appears he is readying an action of some sort.
Don't like that.
This guy is going to get out of the way. And as he gets out of the way, he sees Panabon. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity against this guy getting out of the way?
I would like to take so many attacks of opportunity. So many of them.
I don't know what's coming from the other guy, so I will keep my reaction in case he tries to blow me up with something, and I can do something about that.
Okay.
All right.
So this guy raises his rifle and points it at Panabon.
So I can use my brace for lock dagger. I don't get a sneak attack on this, do I? I'm guessing not.
So right now the only thing you could do is react. So if he hits you, you can use your uncanny dodge to have the damage.
Okay, but I can't.
But currently it is his turn. Well, yeah, you don't get an attack of opportunity because he's not leaving your threat range. He's leaving Flint's.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
Yeah. So you get no attack of opportunity as he shoots at you and misses as like some the chair, like you see a chip of the chair just like blast off in powder.
This is what Pockrin's for.
Yep. Number 5 looks at the other guy and goes, "Seriously?" And he is going to also back away. Number 7 sees a charging dragonborn.
Hey.
And does not like that one bit, is going to take a little bit of a cover modifier because of the angle, and fire. Ooh, but that is still going to hit. And Peruynia, you also get shot in the arm there by this guy. Ooh, for 17.
Well, not the first time I've been shot.
Thank you for introducing me to target number 1. Anyway, and then finally this guy. Oh, I moved the wrong guy before. This guy's going to move out of the way. And with that, the first guy is going to take his attack of opportunity. Sometimes
What's he doing?
you're not. Oh, Actually, that works perfectly. You are the only one. So, dude, not that guy. This guy. So he has what appears to be a grenade as he pulls like a pin and tosses it onto the path right here, about 15 feet away from you.
Okay.
All right, you make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. I
It
will.
is.
I have advantage because of aced.
Yeah, so there's your
And
advantage.
I will be using a spell to add that damage furthermore, right? To get
Okay.
some. But let's do the save first.
That already happened. You nat 20'd it.
Oh. Okay. So I still take what some damage anyway, I guess.
Yep. It's a half damage for save, and
I'm gonna
you're
cast
casting what spell as a reaction?
absorb element. So as he sees the grenade lands on the ground, he slaps a dial on his coat and deploys a little shield in his left arm and ducks behind, and he's gonna cast
Okay.
absorb element. Maybe I should have done it before the thing. I'm sorry, so it didn't get applied.
It's fine. So you cast the spell as you see the grenade going. Unfortunately, this is a physical grenade. It's shrapnel based.
Also, it's not fire damage. It's just
Right. So you
piercing
cast the
and
spell.
stuff. Ah.
Yeah, you cast the spell, and then it goes off, hitting you for 7 damage. Jesus.
Still hurts, but
Yep.
shield
A
doesn't
few
work.
tips hit into your back.
He's like, oh, oh shit! Need to make it better shield.
And this last guy is going to. Oh wait, this guy can still shoot at you. Because he interrupted as he backed away. This is at disadvantage. Or no, it's cover. It's a cover thing. No bueno. And then the last guy is also shooting. Again. Nothing doing. They don't want to hit. They really don't want to hit the guy you're fighting, but they really seem intent on like getting him freed. So you picked the right guy to grapple. I don't know how you figured out who that would be.
It was the first guy I saw when I
Closest.
ran in, and then I realized he had a name, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm not gonna let him go."
Yeah, no, it was the best guy, the first guy for you to grab. But like, yeah, I was just like, the named guy. Peruynia, what are you doing?
Still trying to get in there, Danny.
Yeah, so this is your movement. And now you have a dash action and or you have your attack, your action available still, and any bonus actions you may have.
Yeah, I'm it's gonna do the dash though because Flint like looks like he could use some help, and frankly, even if I'm just another target for these guys, I think it's gonna be better off. So I'm gonna go towards Flint.
Okay.
And I'm gonna scream very loudly so they know I'm here.
Okay, they know you're there. They are rattled.
Strookies, which means motherfuckers.
So, before we go any further on this, I am going to pause everything and let us take a little bit of a break here so that we can, so that the players can, decide what their strategies are and metagame everything, because that's how we do.
Never
I'm just
do
kidding.
that. Yeah.
So folks can get to the bathroom and potty and all that good stuff. So we'll see everybody in roughly about 10 minutes. Yeah. Hello, everybody. We are back, and now it is time to see how everything ends up in this weird combat where It's like that dream you have where you're just running. You're running and running and running. You don't really know like where you're running to or who you're running
Then you get
from.
shot.
And then you get shot. I mean, everybody's had that dream.
I don't know, man. I got right there very quickly, but it seems my punches aren't doing as much as they should. So that's another dream thing that's messing with me right now.
Yeah. Happens sometimes. Drew.
Yes.
Yeah, what are you up to?
Okay. Shaelune yelling out things that are happening on the battlefield is stressing Drew out a little bit, and she is torn. She's gonna look at Callus and point at Shaelune and say, "If anything happens to her, I'm holding you personally responsible, and you're gonna deal with me." And then Drew is gonna head down to try to help.
She says you'll probably have to get in line as you go.
Drew doesn't even acknowledge. She's too focused on trying to get down.
I love
All
Cal.
right. So, Flint, it is your turn.
All right. Flynn is going to start this off with a bonus action second win because he's getting pretty battered.
Yeah, he got shot a little bit, little grazing wound, and then like a couple flechettes in his back. Yeah.
Do I just drag and drop second win, or do you want me to roll?
You should just be able to push the effect button. Let me make sure.
It does that.
Second wind. Yeah, just push the heal button. Just push that
Oh, okay. I see it
cross.
now. There we go. That's not. Well, it's
Boom.
better than nothing.
Better than nothing. And then you can click off your second wind.
So his shield retracts in his gauntlet after it didn't work, and he's like, ugh. Then he looks back at the guy he's holding. He's like, "We're not done yet," and he's gonna keep on punching him straight in his face. Let's go, Jada.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think you should do.
Yeah, I guess that's not gonna hit. So second action from Ace. He can't hit for shit right now, so that's not great. That's gonna be it for Flint apparently.
Okay. Shaelune.
How far is Minya from Peruynia?
A little more than 30 feet.
Can I jump to that closer tree to be within 30 feet?
Let's see. Let's figure it out. You can get about 15 feet from. You'll still be midair. You'll have to get there next turn.
What about that tree that is at like 7 o'clock from where Minya is?
You could grab onto one of like those palmy tendrils. Sure.
I'll do that because that should get me within 30 feet of Peruynia.
Seems like it.
And then let's go ahead and because Flint is not utilizing haste right now anyway, I'm going to drop haste and recast it on Peruynia. So you hear that little bark come from Minya that sounds like it's both Shay and Minya that says faster.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
I am utilizing Ace.
Oh yeah,
Gave me the second attack and all of that.
Well,
and
I don't know that.
Not from Minya's point of view. All right. So what we'll do is we will remove that from you, and then Shaelune, you need to target Peruynia. Like
I do that with control.
It's done. I've gone ahead and done it. There you go. All right, Peruynia, you are now hasted when it's your turn.
And I'll still say it out loud. That Peruynia and Penabona here. on making Peruynia faster. They've got grenades and stuff. That's not good.
So much for everyone knowing my real name in that room.
And Flint is going to turn around and go, "You do well." Because he dropped ace, so now he can't act or move.
Not only did he drop haste, however, you also can't move or take any actions until after your next turn,
Mm-hmm.
as a wave of lethargy sweeps over you.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I forgot something during my last turn. The guy I'm holding is still taking a d4 at the beginning of the turn, so I did.
Go ahead and roll that d4 if you want.
Well,
I think you should.
There you go.
Things we've learned about using haste.
Yes.
So this is where I'm having my Eminem moment. If you had one chance, Mom's spaghetti. So after Panabon, I will have my final chance. Go ahead, John. What is Panabon doing?
Panabon is muted. He's talking a lot, but he's muted.
Oh.
Did you skip Rogelio?
I did skip Rogelio. I was like, I put it on Rogelio, and then people started talking. So, all right.
I mean, that's perfectly fine. Rogelio just zooting. Trying to catch up to Peruynia, and then all of a sudden Peruynia starts going a little faster. So not the happiest Rogelio, but he's still trucking.
I don't even think Rogelio sees that yet. I think Rogelio is like on the other side of the wall. So.
Oh, that's fair. Never mind. Rogelio is full of hope. He's definitely going to catch Peruynia next turn.
Yeah, but Rogelio can also see somebody, and that's going to play into something here in a minute. Panabon. Okay, now what?
Yeah, so Peruynia stepped in and shouted, and someone threw a grenade. So I know that 27 is right there in my sights, but I still think I can reach Gerard, who I don't know their name is Gerard, or maybe I know their name is Gerard. But they're still within range of my bracer lock dagger, right? That can go 50 feet, right?
Your dagger.
I couldn't.
Your dagger has a range, as all daggers do, of 20 and 60. So you can throw it 60, but if you want to get if you want to not have disadvantage, you do need to get closer. 30 feet closer.
Then I will do that because I really didn't like the grenade happening.
Right. Or find a way to gain advantage to turn that disadvantage off. For example,
if I
hide
use
behind
the nat 20?
this urn. You could hide behind this urn by using your cunning action and make a hide check, a stealth check. And if you succeed in hiding from Gerard, then you would have an advantage on your attack, which would then be dispelled by the disadvantage, but you would still get sneak attack because you have a friend.
I mean, I like all that. I'm a fan of that. So let's do that thing that is happening.
All right. So the first thing is a stealthing check. Check of stealth.
Damn it! I was trying to keep that guy alive, and now
that didn't go well at all.
All right. That roll did not go well at all. Panabon's benefits include several natural 20s.
I am going to use a nat 20 because now there's grenades, and that's not cool.
Okay, there's no way that he spots you if you were hiding on a nat 20.
Yes.
He will not be able to roll a 29. So that's from Rob.
I was rolling the nat 20 to actually shoot him with my Bracer Lock dagger, but I'll use the roll 20 for whatever.
Oh, no, that's fine. If you just want to do that, I was mistaken. That just means I have to roll and see if he gets higher than an 11. That's all that means. And if he gets higher than 11, you don't get sneak attack. If he does get higher than doesn't get higher than 11, you do get sneak attack.
Okay.
Oh.
So he doesn't. So he's still aware of your presence. So you can go ahead and make that attack with nat 20 though. So you do that. So go ahead and on the right-hand side of the screen, under Tools.
Oh my god, they changed where everything was, and I had to find tools again.
Yeah, so Tools is a major heading. It's like one of the main ones where
there it is.
combat tracker and stuff
Tools
is.
plus
And then-
minus modifier.
Yep,
Oh, it is.
and then hit the crit button,
Hit the crit button.
Ooh.
I have done that.
and then roll the damage for your dagger.
Roll the damage for my dagger.
Excellent.
Ooh. I broke the game. It was so good.
Yeah, that was a 2 and a 4. I saw them, but well then I will just add it. So 2, 4, and 4 is 10 points of damage.
And my hope is to send that dagger right into, like, if there's like a meaty part of the arm.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, so because you are exhausted, I'm going to give Gerard advantage on this athletics check. And even though you're exhausted, I am going to say you still make an athletics check.
Thank you.
So-
I'm going to use the last charge of my armor. I believe so. I need to go reread
Okay. As tired as you are, you're like,
that. Yeah, the
All right.
armor is the gears and the joints are spinning, and it's trying to give him a little bit of an advantage. And
what I
pushing
want to
him.
know is, chat, do we want this guy to get away at all? Should I
No.
use one of my nat 20s on this?
Oh, come on.
This is a question for the chat.
Ah,
Some people in the chat are saying nope, but I am not fooled by their subterfuge. I know who they are. So there's another one. I think each player who says no is a vote for yes. I got 2 votes for
Maybe
yes.
it's,
Correct.
Good thing I
If
don't
a
know how
player
to
votes
do.
yes, does that mean it's a no?
Don't worry.
Whoa,
guys, I
whoa,
just
whoa,
keep
look.
talking.
oh, look at that.
Eggheaded's egghead. I am not fooled. I am not swayed. However, it seems the chat is
all right.
they're okay with you getting this guy. So I am not going to nat 20 out of this. I'm just gonna have to roll it.
Let's roll. Oh, wait, forgot to check disadvantage.
All right, here we go with advantage. Oh, there's a chance. He did it. Well,
It's a tie, so that's your call, I guess.
tie goes to the person initiating the action.
He initiated
Yes.
the
disengage.
Yeah,
so,
I initiated the grapple turns ago, but he's trying
Yes.
to. So,
yes, I think that's what I notice in most of the rolls. Like, yeah, so he is going to push you off and run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's where he gets.
well, I would run after him. My turn,
That's
if I
cute.
could.
Peruynia, get him.
Yeah, all right, that's my cue.
Good luck running with a stab wound, buddy.
Okay, so this is where I just meta put all of his friends around him in a circle so you can't actually move into their space to get him.
I'll take the
That
attack
would
of
be-
opportunity.
That would be so weird.
You do that, I'm casting a hold person.
It would be such like a weird meta thing, wouldn't it? Like all of a sudden, like all the cronies just get around him like in a buffer. Like they can't fully surround him, so there's just enough space in some places where you can't fit in.
That'd be a really loyal crew.
The gamification of this is weird, is what I'm saying. All
That's
right.
okay. You can do that. I'll pull him out.
This guy is going to move here. And he's got his rifle. And he is going to yell, stay back, with his rifle aimed. This guy's doing the same. This guy is running. He says the same, and he's got his rifle aimed. But you don't necessarily feel like he's ready to shoot anybody. This guy is also running. Same deal. Like it seems he's yelling it too, but he's in a position to shoot. And this guy doesn't even bother yelling, stay back.
I yell back, you're not my real dad.
With that, Peruynia's chasing the guy that Flint was attacking. And you're gonna have to remind me of the haste rules because I don't remember them.
So your movement right off the bat is doubled. So if you move, you can go up to 60 feet. Then you get one extra action each turn that you can use to do any normal action or make one attack.
Okay. In which case I could will I be able to make it to him? Let's check that.
He is just out of your range. Alex, you're like a genius, huh? Basically, essentially. You just like target everybody and then you know exactly how far away everybody is.
Yeah, doesn't everybody do that?
No, nobody else does it. I didn't even like think about that.
And that's out of the range for
a main guy.
For a main guy. And that is and I can't actually see the number, so it's actually not all that helpful because my map is really tiny right now. So how much out of range is this?
10 feet. So you could use your extra action or your action to close that and then get, you'd probably use your extra action, your haste action to close that and then get your normal attacks.
I will do that then, sir.
All right. This guy is going to get an attack of opportunity. No, he doesn't because he's got a rifle.
Oh, sucks to suck.
But these two guys who had their actions readied to shoot anyone who did not stay back as they formally requested.
They did tell me that. That's fair.
So that is 11 and 5. So that guy is going to shoot at you. Bang. That's a hit. Flesh wound. And number 5. Bang. Okay. That's a miss in either case. Cool.
Yeah, so I'm there now, right? I've got this guy.
You're there. You have an action and a bonus action.
Yeah, so I am gonna do the same thing Flint did, which I hate doing because that means Flint had like a good idea, and I hate admitting that. But I'm gonna go first for an unarmed strike to hit the guy first, and then grapple because I mean, I like to hit people.
That's a way to do it. That's a way to do it. Go ahead and he is.
Oh, I've got everyone targeted. So hold on, let me untarget everybody else real quick.
Yeah, I untargeted. I got them for you.
All right,
so it's just him.
All right, yeah. I will do that then.
Yeah, punch him in the face.
Punch him in the face.
Ruin all my plans for this particular guy getting away and having like an extended like thing and blah blah blah. That's fine. It's fine.
I just want to talk to him.
I just want to know what he's up to. This close, Peruynia, you 100% recognize this person.
Who is this person?
He is the foreman from Adiad.
Oh.
I was trying to warn Callus about. No people listens to Banabon.
I didn't like that guy anyway. So I do smack him in the face. That happens. And
You
now
do.
I
For 4 damage, hit that damage button.
oh yeah, that would help, right? Wouldn't it?
Yep. Even though it doesn't say any D's or anything, it just has 4 bludgeoning. You punch for 4 bludgeoning. Pow. Yeah, his face snaps back as he turns to see you coming. His like eyes are wide.
See,
And then
this,
you
now
want to
this is
grab
Battle
him.
of the Brawn Knight, all right? I think it's appropriate. And so then I'm gonna grapple him, so which I think is gonna be an athletics check.
It. One moment. It will be an athletics check. However, currently, this crazy ass bonus for your athletics is gone. So you only have your normal crazy ass bonus for athletics.
Oh, rude.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy. No. You basically pop him and then you just come up under him and under his gut and you grab him in a bear hold of a stomach.
I got him.
And you just have him. The other guys one of these guys over here yells out, "They got robots coming. I ain't not getting paid enough for this." And you get a sense that he's gonna, number 7 over here on the side is just gonna fucking dip. Drew,
Yes. Am I down yet, or
yes, you have made it to this area. You can't really see anybody.
can I hear anybody?
You hear a lot of noise going on in the garden area that everyone is fighting at. Yes.
Okay. I would like to, if I can, pull my rapier out and just kind of like charge in that direction.
Absolutely. You start charging.
Flint to become in the wrong door.
One for all for one. Let's go. All right. Flint, you lose your turn, essentially. So your movement speed is 0 and actions and everything until the end of this turn. So that is essentially what happens is you get your win back. Shaelune.
All right. Am I within 60 feet of the closest rifleman that's pointing at Peruynia?
Absolutely.
Let's do frostbite.
One second. There we go. Okay.
Or as I like to call it, chill free.
Absolutely. A little bit of chill freeze there. He does not save against that, so he is going to take the damage. The hell is
9
that
damage.
thing? He says. As,
9 damage. Oh, go ahead.
As he like grabs at his arm and then at his leg, where like he's just like chilling out on that side.
Well, I would like to actually do it in his arms and hands, where the cold metal is also going to give him disadvantage on his next attack.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I said like arm and leg because I wasn't sure. I was like, one of them makes you like go slower and one of them makes you like not do good with hands. And I forgot which one was which. So I was like, my arm, my leg, my neck, and my back. So.
And I'll say out loud, I'll say, Drew, if you're still up here, they're going to need some healing. Wow, healing. I don't know where that came from, but healing. They're going to need some healing. They have an ouchie boo boo.
Be very quiet.
That Ireland accent, man, you just never know what direction it's going to go in.
Rogelio.
Have I mentioned that I'm zooting?
You have zooted to the point where you can see everything going on. Somehow Peruynia like gained on you. How that works?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you honestly.
Are you close enough to do anything, or are you like still need to
No,
get
no,
closer?
I'm close enough to get closer to Peruynia.
Okay, so your additional zoot action necessary. Got it.
Yep. I stayed up
All
there
right.
for an extra turn, so
Yeah.
I'm behind.
Zoot. Mad zoot. All right, Panabon.
I'm also going to additional zoom because I can't see past this tree anyways. So
Okay. You zoot towards the tree.
yeah.
All right. Let's find out what happens here.
By the way, Danny,
This guy.
I wanted to use my movement too, and I forgot to say it before we moved on.
Oh, okay.
I want to go to the next tree down, 30 feet.
All right. Because of the nature of the palm tree, I'm going to actually take up about 5 of your movement, getting a better purchase, and then jumping. So that gets you pretty decently into this tree, though. So that's fine.
Cool.
All right. That guy's running. Gerard is going to try. I want to get away. He's trying to shove you off of him. So go ahead and make that athletics check. Oh, that's all right. That's not a bad one. If you get that's like 50% almost.
Come on, Peruynia.
Peruynia has an
50%
audience,
chance
right?
I feel like I have
nope.
an
Everyone
audience.
is involved. Everyone is involved.
All right, here we go.
I'm watching Peruynia. I'm not involved in anything. I'm
I am-
watching Peruynia.
I'm
I got
actually
it.
completely strictly
Ah.
watching Peruynia.
Totally good.
Yeah, I'm
I
just like in audience sideline.
appreciate it,
All
guys.
right, so these
but,
guys-
you don't have to worry about me.
These guys are all running. They're like, "Fuck that guy. We're not getting paid enough for this," etc.
Capitalism.
Off they go. Yeah, you know, like this is not what we expected. Here's my question for everybody. Given that all these numbered raider guys are just fleeing as fast as they can, are you inclined to give the most god awful chase that you can to catch these guys? Or are you like, those guys?
Did any of them say out loud they weren't getting paid enough for this?
Yeah, a couple of them. Like literally, like the one guy was like, they got a robot. We're not getting paid enough for this. And then like one of these other guys was like, yeah, he's right. We're not getting paid enough for this. I'm out of here. And then they ran.
Okay, that didn't do anything for me. We got what we need.
The only other thing I'd like to do, because I did see that this guy was the leader that we have, so I'm happy with that, but I want to do a message to one of the ones that's within view and just like in the creepiest voice I can manage as Shaelune, be like, come near any of us again and we'll kill you all.
Yeah, that's not disturbing at all. And since he's not really sure who us is, he's probably going to rethink his life choices at this point. Really. So, all right.
Hopefully tell his friends.
Yeah. Tell his friends that maybe attacking the CEO of a high up muckety muck, one of the most like powerful companies in the world, is probably going to get a team of super hype adventure guard people suck on you, sicked on you, suck on you, sick,
super level 6 guards.
Yep. All right. And as you hold this guy down and tie him up, I presume, folks get down there. And
can I do a perception or like an investigation to kind of search the area to see if they dropped anything, any clue or any extraneous thing that You wouldn't want to get lost in the shuffle.
Absolutely, you can make an investigation check.
When Drew gets down there, can she wants to do a song of rest for Flint and Peruynia to heal them a little?
Okay, that sounds nice.
I find nothing. That was sad.
Yeah.
I'm sad about that. I'm sad.
Like some of the others actually watch you step over a couple of like rifle rounds that must have fallen out of one of their pockets and like missed that. Yeah. Drew like runs in, and so Drew, as you get to about here, you see like all these dudes like just booking it down the street.
What a miss.
So as you come in, you see there's only this one guy that you also immediately recognize upon walking up as the foreman from Aried. And then you start playing the soothing sounds of rest, which I believe means when you rest, you can add a die to your healing.
Yes, it
Believe that's
says me or any friendly creatures who can hear the performance regain, goodness gracious, hit points at the end of a short rest.
Okay.
So yeah, I can.
All right.
Want me to wait to roll that until after we're in a short rest? I forgot that they needed to be during a short rest.
Yeah, we can wait. And as you guys kind of get this fella tied up, and Panabon is checking under every leaf, you do find some really early spring grubs. You know, like you think that's like a ladybug caterpillar thing. You think that's good. It's good. It's the signs that spring is coming around, or is like in more full swing. You find some of that, but you don't find anything of import. As Callus and Nugatsa and Shaelune, I presume you eventually have returned back to yourself.
Yeah, but I'm also interested in, while people are resting down there, casting detect thoughts and seeing what this guy's thinking about.
Yeah, you can do that. He is not guarded in his thoughts. You get a sense that he is angry and mad, and this was for revenge in some way. And so, so as Dugatsa and Callus arrive, also the SunStar and his retinue of really intimidating guards with their large halberds. Callus kind of turns and says, "Yeah, I figured this could happen," to Nagatsa, who kind of shrugs and, well, you gave him a chance, he could have took it, kind of thing, back and forth. As the SunStar, kind of approaches and unless you have your own need, he addresses Shaelune and indicates the man. Then, unless you have some need, then my guards will take him into custody. You, of course, will still have access to him should the need arise.
Appreciate it.
I'll hand him
Very good.
over then, because I've still got him. The guards.
Yeah, so the guards take him, just two of the guards, and they haul him away. The other he has four guards that are also Jean guards. So two of them leave, two of them stay. That was unexpected. Appears to be someone you know. Nugatsa nods. I suppose it's an extension of all the other goings on. I had Callus stay back to sort things out, and I believe that the decision was made to terminate his employment with Starike and not pursue criminal matters. Is that correct? And Callus kind of nods. And the guy, like, as he's like being led out, like yells back, basically like, I wasn't gonna just be the fall guy and take it. You know who else is responsible, and starts ranting, and I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for your stupid meddling kids. Um, as he is hauled away. Um, well, it appears that you have my gratitude as well. I will take some rest. Um, now that the excitement is past, please enjoy the garden, such as it were. And if you have a need, um, just do what you can to let me know. Uh, Difficult if I am not local, but with any office, you can probably leave a message. Uh, and if I am able to repay this, I I will see I will see to it.
Thank you, friend.
Are you all right? Do you need any more healing? Are you feeling okay?
I would not say no.
I
Okay.
mean, I took a few hits with that grenade and all that, but
Yeah,
I think
sitting
I'm
there with two
fine.
wood holes, but
Oh, that was for him. Yeah, sure. I'm I'm actually I'm doing pretty good.
I mean, I can do cure wounds across the board for everybody.
I also have a dagger. I could just, if you still have something in your like skin, I could just like
nope,
it out.
nope,
No,
don't come
I
near
thi-
us with that. Nope.
I think most of the sharpnel just got stuck in the armor, so not too bad. It's mostly like the blunt of the impact, and well, okay, maybe a bullet too, but I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I can help everybody. I can do a level 1 cure wounds on the SunStar, and then I can do a level 3 on Flint, and probably another level 2 on Peruynia.
Sure, absolutely go for it.
Okay. SunStar gets 8.
All right, that was good. I think that heals him up.
How do I target Flint?
So you can just go into the combat tracker and find where he is in there and control click him, or you can drag the heal button onto his token in the combat tracker. There you go.
I got it. Okay. Flint gets 13.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Peruynia gets 11.
Yep.
No.
And after a few moments, the haste spell has subsided, and so Peruynia, I think they must have tied him up while you were holding him, because the haste spell would have subsided after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Flint, as soon as we decided to end the combat, Flint was out of his own lethargy. He ran over and helped her to hold him down and tie him up.
Also, if I may be a bit presumptuous, those that heirloom you speak of to Perugna, I am told that you have access to the legend machine in the university.
Oh, right. I do. Oh, that's it. That's sparking idea.
Good day. And with that, he turns. His two guards turn with him, and they kind of walk away. Nugatsa looks at you all, and wow, that was a really good job, all of you. Good, you really went for the heart of things. I suppose some folks ran away, but I guess they were just lackeys, just probably paid thugs, huh?
Seems like.
All right, yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, you
Wait,
all
what
are
about the
full of
fight?
surprises. I believe that the interruption occurred after the fight was over.
Yeah.
No, I get that, but like, so when is the next match? I've got priorities.
You look around and you do not see Phoebe.
Oh no, is Phoebe okay? I think we left her upstairs.
Phoebe will get in touch, I'm sure. Phoebe knows what she's doing.
I'm
Hope
still
all these bullet
concerned
wounds by
about.
tomorrow.
I'm still concerned about our missing friend.
where did Lex go?
No, not.
Huh.
I mean, Lex too, always Lex, but I was thinking more of Lady Uskan. Is that her name?
Yeah, Helen.
Yeah, she wouldn't have dropped out of a fight, I don't think.
I don't know. Her family is more important, and frankly, she does strike me as the kind of person who doesn't like the losers bracket. Sorry, Flint.
No, that's fine. He won it fair and square.
Flint,
Yeah,
is that your name?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I guess you could say I'm a friend of the group. I don't know.
Yes. This setup you've got.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Thanks.
Is this something you've made on your own?
Yeah. I used to work in a factory, and realized that for the pit fighting, I was lacking a little bit of strength, but I could patch it with my brain, if you know what I mean. So I made that.
I see. Very clever. Well,
Thank you.
you are obviously a very talented individual. If you are ever looking for work, or to sit in on a project or what have you,
Well, I mean, my work is usually running around and following the pit, fighting tournaments and whatnot. But yeah, I guess I could sit in on a project and help you with some things. I know my way around things.
excellent. Callus, if you could get his information in this way, even if we're not around, they'll know not to turn him away if he comes for a visit. I am always interested in those with unorthodox methods of thinking. Too often, people get stuck in just a sort of square mindset.
Yeah, really, he could have just done push-ups to get more strength, but I mean that's cool too.
I mean, yeah, I did some of that too. I also punched all sorts of material for a while, so I could become better at fighting. But sometimes use your brain a little bit more. Tactics.
I gotta get me
Indeed.
some of those.
Well, so much has happened today. If you need me, Shaelune, you know where our offices are. I don't anticipate being on another trip prior to your need to leave here. Do stop in before you go. Give us a day's notice.
All right.
Yeah. And Callus, please ensure you don't let me forget about that. She just kind of nods and from behind him rolls her eyes a little bit at the rest of you and smiles. Well, it's well, I'll leave you to it then.
I'd like to head over to Drusilla, and say thank you for taking care of everyone. Really appreciate not having to worry about that.
You don't have to thank me for that. I mean, except for that one, and I point over at Flint. They're my friends, and then the SunStar gave us that pretty tiara, and she doesn't know him.
You're right. We are your friends, and I give her a hug.
It's very awkward when
Aw.
she starts hugging Drew because she's not expecting it from Shaelune, and it's just one of those like she stands there for a minute, like, what do I do? What is she doing? Oh, okay, it's a hug. She's not attacking, and she gives her a hug back.
All right. And what we will do is we will close up our session there and pick back up perhaps the group has returned to the hotel or has some other plan, but we will see what that is next week when we all come together once again like clockwork.